Oh, here it comes. Oh shit. Oh shit. Just a normal day at the storage unit. Hell yeah. Oh crap. I promise. I don't play the grandpa's guitars. I don't play grandpa's guitars. I promise. Death metal Devin all the way. All right, welcome back to the channel. A little bit of intro stuff there, right? These cool planes fly over. I'm actually at my storage unit where I have a lot of my gear and stuff, and it's like planes that fly over here. So we might even get to hear some of that through the audio. But that happens on a regular basis. The Air Force Base is like right there. Hence why I can have my gear here and play whenever I want. Anyways, today we're going to go through this Laney IronHeart Studio. Now I know the IronHeart, what is it called? Loudster pedal? I am very interested in that. But I do want to remind you guys of the IronHeart Studio, because this thing is freaking phenomenal. I think this 2-unit rack mount is more based on just a modern heavy metal player. It can do other things. It does have a decent crunch, but it's not the best crunch in the world. You can do it, but it's definitely gained to the more modern player, modern high gain player, I should say. This runs off of EL84s, 2 of them. So it's a full-on power amp, 15 watts. It also has a USB out where I think the right does a dry signal and the left does a wet signal, meaning with a mic emulation. That's what they called it, I think, back then. It wasn't cabinet at that point. It was just like mic emulation. That's one thing that's awesome about this. It can go both ways. It can go, you know, you can hook up straight to the PA. It's got an XLR out that you go straight to the PA and use it that way with the emulated mic cab, or you can use it as just a regular amp, 15 watts, or you can cut it down to 1 watt. I've been really impressed with this thing. And that's why I'm really, you know, interested in that pedal too, especially since it's 60 watts. I would love to use that as a power amp for, say, the Tonex pedal. And, you know, try with the Quad Cortex, you know, same kind of deal. Have that all-in-one pedal board kind of thing. I think everybody's going to that kind of style anyways. I like having a monstrous amp, personally. This thing has about so a little bit about the amp is there is a clean, there's a rhythm section, there's a lead section, and there is an onboard boost, so you can engage and disengage that with the foot pedal. Another little things about this is that these are actually pull in, pull out EQs. So I think when you pull it out, it actually widens the range of the actual EQ. So for the bass, middle, and treble. I think for the middle, it doesn't widen it. It actually cuts it back down lower on the EQ for a lower mid kind of curve. So you have it on all these, even on the lead channel. One thing I noticed about the lead channel and the rhythm channel is that I know the lead channel kind of gives it more oomph. There's a tad bit more volume in it, but that's pretty much it. So you can switch between those, have basically the same kind of EQ on these. And it'll generally sound the same, except the lead will have a little more thump. So you can kind of cut the, you know, the bass and stuff a little bit on that. You also have like a tone switch or a pot here. And you can kind of, I don't know, I guess that's the curvature of the mids. I guess that's what that is. And the dynamics, I think that gives it a more looser kind of feel. And then a tighter feel. The more you go to the left, it's tighter. More to the right, it's looser. I mean, this thing is an all-in-one, man. It really is. It's also got a reverb, so enough talking, right? We're gonna go on the clean and see what that sounds like. I'm gonna go in the middle pickup. Whoa, that's not it. To tell you the truth, that's all I know about that song. I used to know it. Used to play a lot of Opeth. I mean, I'm playing a Laney here, right? I gotta be playing that Opeth song, right? That's actually with the pre-boost on. I should have turned that off, but bring it back. Freaking awesome cleans. I mean, I don't typically talk about cleans all that much, but it is really pleasant to play. I'm on the middle pickup right now, going to the bridge. And then back to the neck. I mean, come on, that is actually really good cleans. Let's go ahead and go over to the rhythm channel and let's mess with that, right? So we're gonna disengage the clean. We're on the rhythm. And let's go ahead and start at noon with everything, right? And just kind of see where we're at with that. Go back to the bridge. I mean, that is so good. You know, you're going to hear me say that a lot through this because I really do think this thing is freaking awesome. It's got such a, like, I've never played an Engel, like personally myself. I've heard it all over YouTube and all that stuff. But I would think an Engel sounds just like this. Like the Savage, the Fireballs, it has that like super crunchy rock. I don't know what it is, but it's so like grindy. Okay, the mid is actually pulled out on this one. So if we push it in, see how the mid's kind of moved up a little bit? All right, let's go ahead and mess with the EQ here. Well, I tell you what, let's check the range. So all the way off, going all the way up. Bring that back, and we're gonna go to mids all the way down. That's just so much range. The treble all the way down. Okay, let's pull it down. Oh yeah, a lot chunkier there. And let's do the mids. Cool. Treble. Whoa. So as you can see, there's a lot of range in that EQ there. Even with the, you know, just by itself, there's a good bit. But when you pull the switches, it actually widens that range for them. Let's go ahead and check out the gain on this. So it's at halfway, right? So let's go all the way down. Okay, that turns it off. It's at 3 o'clock. I mean, that is chunky as hell. All the way up. Now, it does sound a little loose. That's because I have it all the way loose. So let's do the dynamics. Let's go all the way back, see what it sounds like now. See how that tightened up? Now, let's actually do something cool. Let's go all the way up with the dynamics, make it really loose. And then I got this Walrus that I'm just gonna turn on. I don't even know where it's at. Let's make sure it's nothing crazy. Gain is halfway. Let's actually bring the gain back to about 9 o'clock and then the volume all the way up, because that's the way I like to do it. And actually, let's do that. All right, that's good. All right, so we'll leave it at the gain really high. See what that sounds like, right? Ooh. No, that's not working. So let's bring the rhythm back down, right? About right there. Oh man, it is freaking awesome. I love that. Not to say that you even need a pedal for this. So let's actually go back and see what it sounds like with the onboard boost. So that engaged halfway, right? It's a little more subtle. Turn that off. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, on. I actually like the boost on this better. It just meshes well with the amp better. Not to say that the Walrus, I mean, is not bad, but I'd have to tweak it a little bit, right? So, bring the boost all the way up. Bringing dynamics down to tighten it up. I don't know what I was playing there, but anyway. Very noisy. But that is enough, you know? When you got that cranked, that's just going to sound sweet. And I bet it sounds really good on the recording too. All right, so that's enough of the rhythm channel. Let's go hop over to the lead channel. Let's turn the boost off. Let's go ahead and turn on the lead and just hear the volume difference. So I'm going to bring the volume difference to about the same there. And we're going to put all the EQ back, same way, right? and as well as the gain. So we're about the same there, okay? So here's the difference. Maybe we can hear a difference more so when the dynamics are all the way up. See how it kind of gets a little thicker there? And actually, the lead is a little lower than that. So now let's try it. Yeah. So that's the difference. All right, so here's the lead channel. It's just so grindy sounding. I love it. I really feel like the Laneys are the other Marshall, you know? I particularly like Laneys more than Marshalls, to tell you the truth. Now, granted, I haven't played a whole bunch, but this Studio IRT has really shown me what Laney can do and the voicing that they have. So I want to explore more of their stuff, especially that pedal too. I would love to see what it sounds like compared to this thing. So let's crank up the bass. Not that we need to. That's really midsy. Pop that back in. Tell you what, let's mess with the tone knob here. Let's see how far that goes. Oh, it's super dark. Whoa. I mean, just the EQ like range of this thing is freaking crazy. So if we turn that all the way up and turn the treble all the way up, let's see what that sounds like. Yeah, no one needs that much treble. No way. So let's turn this all the way down. And let's pull out the treble. So we need more tone. Just right in the middle is pretty good. But it just kind of shows you the range that you can play with, you know? Let's go ahead and put on the boost. Oh man, that's awesome, dude. Let's see how much gain the lead channel can have without the boost. That's pretty much where we were with the boost. Pretty damn good sounding. And with the boost on all the way up. Man, that is gain for days. At this point, I would definitely need a noise gate, but that is a really usable tone. That is awesome. All right, that's it for the Laney IRT. I think I went through the channels and the capabilities of this thing. The only thing I didn't do is show you guys the CAD simulation and all that stuff, but I promise it is actually really good sounding. Maybe some other time I can do just a video on that itself and show you guys what that sounds like. And I know some other YouTubers have done that as well. And I think Sonic Drive Studios has done a really good job of displaying the amps and stuff, but it's always good to see other people having other opinions and styles about showing stuff off. But good job on that. And the other thing I want to say, that song at the very beginning was of my band Icons of Sin. If you want to check them out, links down below. And that's it. D&D out.